Hello, my name's Lee. This is my channel, FPL Top 1K. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, hit that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about Game Week 26 and Game Week 27. We're going to discuss what I'm likely to do with John Lundstram and Vardy, and when I'm likely to play my wild card. Okay, so first of all, we'll have a look at Game Week 26. I finished on 62 points, slightly above average, which was 56, and I've dropped down to 8,877. Okay, so looking at my players there, Alexander-Arnold gets me a clean sheet and a bonus point. Kevin De Bruyne gets me a goal and an assist and 3 bonus points. Mane comes back into that Liverpool side, gets a goal, and unfortunately he got a yellow card as well, so he lost a point there and lost some bonus points as well, no doubt. Jack Grealish gets me 6 points. Danny Ings gets me 7. Calvert-Lewin gets me 11. And again, Jamie Vardy blanks. So not too bad. 62. Like I say, it's above average. So drop back slightly, but hopefully we can gain some points in Game Week 27 and get back up towards that top 1,000. Okay, so Game Week 27 now. This is how I'm lining up. Now, I'm sure you can see there that I've made a couple of changes. I've got rid of James Maddison. I thought I was pretty patient with James Maddison. He's returned one assist in the last 10 games. And that's just not good enough. That's just not good enough for a £7.5 million midfielder. So I've decided to swap him out for Traore. And Calvert-Lewin, who I thought was playing well. In the last game, he's got a goal, an assist, and 2 bonus points. So he's done well as late, and he's playing really well for Everton. The whole Everton team's playing well, but I did think, looking at Wolves' fixtures and then looking at Everton's fixtures, I do fancy Wolves' fixtures more. So I honestly feel that come the end of the season, Raul Jimenez will outscore Calvert-Lewin for the remainder of the matches. Now, if we have a look at Wolves' fixtures, they look good all the way to the end of the season. I can see Raul Jimenez returning points. He certainly got the potential to return points in all those matches. So that's the reason why. A little bit controversial because I know there's a lot of positivity around Calvert-Lewin at the moment and that Everton team, but I do think that Jimenez will outscore Calvert-Lewin come the end of the season. And Danny Ings is playing really well. He's got 15 goals this season. In the last 6 matches he's had 8 shots on target, and he's returning points consistently, so I'm happy with Danny Ings. Jamie Vardy, on the other hand, he played against Wolves the last match, didn't have a single shot on goal, and he's only got 1 return in the last 8 weeks, which is a bit concerning. He's got Man City up next, and he scored 5 goals in his last 7 matches against Man City. So he's certainly got a large haul in him, I feel. He's got a big haul coming. I don't think it's going to be against Man City. He's obviously capable of scoring them against Man City, like I've just explained. And if we check out his fixtures after Man City, they're pretty good for at least the next kind of 6 matches or so. So I've got high hopes for Jamie Vardy. I'm certainly going to stick with him for now. For at least the next kind of 5 matches or so, and we'll see what happens. Now looking at the midfield, I've brought in Traore. Again, along with Jimenez, he's got some good fixtures for the remainder of the season that can certainly return points. Mane has come straight back into that Liverpool side, off the bench, scores a goal. Now, I did explain in a previous video that there's a lot of people offloading Mane, and I knew that he would come back and he would do well, and he's going to do well for the remainder of the season. He's a great player. There was no way I was going to get rid of him, so I can see there being a big rush now to get him back in, especially seeing as they've got West Ham at home. Now he can definitely return points in that game. Same with Salah. De Bruyne, he's Mr. Reliable. I'm very happy with De Bruyne. He got Leicester away, so again he can certainly get some points in that match. Now, if we look at the defence, I'm sticking with Stevens. He's at home to Aston Villa, who are not that brilliant away from home. Well, not that brilliant at home, but you know, I'm quite confident that Stevens is gonna get some points there. Alexander-Arnold, don't really need to talk about him. There's nothing that we don't already know. And then John Lundstram. John Lundstram is a real funny one now. Again, not too sure what to do. If we go back to the match against Crystal Palace, now he only played 22 minutes of that match against Palace, and after the match his manager came out and praised his performance, praised his attitude, and said nothing but good things about him. Now, in the following match, he comes on 29 minutes to go, has 2 shots on goal, and managed to score one of those goals. Now, that's 2 matches that he's come off the bench and done really well in. Now, surely they've got Brighton at home. Surely he's going to start in this match. So I'm gonna keep the faith with John Lundstram for now. I know quite a lot of people have offloaded him, but I'm gonna stick with him for a little while longer. I think I'm gonna stick with him for, and we'll see how things go. So that's my team. That's my team in the next game week. Now, if we scroll down, you can see my bench, because what I've had to do in order to bring in Traore and Jimenez, I've had to do 4 points. And so what I've done is I've brought in Lascelles for Newcastle. Now, he's not going to play this week, but if we look at his fixtures coming up, Newcastle have got some good fixtures, probably right until the end of the season. You know, all right, Liverpool at home's not brilliant, and Man City away's not good either. But the rest of them, even Tottenham at home, I feel that he's got the potential to return points. Now, he's Newcastle's captain. He's only 4.2. Well, he's gone up to 4.3 now, but I actually bought him when he was 4.2. So he's obviously a popular pick, and he's a Newcastle captain. So all the time he's fit, he's going to start. So I haven't brought him in this week to play, but certainly from next week onwards he's going to play. Now, my first sub is Grealish, and my second sub is Brandon Williams, who could potentially start for Man United. Now, if we look at Brandon Williams' fixtures, now he was only brought in really as bench fodder, but he could start against Watford. The next 3 games look a bit dodgy, but after that, Southampton at home, Brighton away, and then there's Green all the way down to the last game of the season. So he could start for me. Now, one of the concerns I've got with Brandon Williams is he's a bit of a yellow card magnet, I'd call him. Now, he's young, he's inexperienced, he's very enthusiastic. One of the concerns I have for him, if I start him, if he picks up a yellow card early on, then he's got to go the rest of the match without picking up a second yellow card. Now, I do feel that he is going to get sent off at some point this season, and hopefully when that happens he will be on the bench, but I do think he's got a red card in him at some point in the remainder of those games. Okay, well, I think that's it then for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Hit that like button and leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.